I thought you have an intro.
I've never had to do the intro for someone. This is very
okay,
awkward.
fine.
Can you just not look at me?
I'm just gonna look away. Go ahead.
What is up, you guys? This is Nastya Shutko here with another video today. As you can see, I'm not by myself. We are here with
Fatjona.
And today we are going to be going through our GCSE artwork.
Fun!
But we weren't actually in the same class together.
No, we weren't. We were in like opposing classes.
I don't even remember who was in my class. I remember the key teacher that I had.
Which ones? You had 3.
Yeah, the one that got me in trouble.
Oh.
Anyway, we don't have all of our artwork. Fatjona didn't bring any of her own stuff. She only has pictures, so I'll be putting them up on the screen when we talk about them. I have a couple of my own. I probably have more than you do today.
Yeah.
But that's just because we're in my house, so you know.
Tough.
Yeah, so I get more screen time,
Okay,
bitch, sorry.
your video, your turf is fine.
Who do you want to start off with, me or you?
Should we rock, paper, scissors it?
Yeah, go on.
And whoever loses goes first.
Okay, wait, shoot or...
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. What the f*** was that?
What?
You were... Like...
Okay, again.
You would have won, but you decided to fumble yourself, so well done. Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah!
Okay, you win. So that means I go first.
Okay, go.
You're just happy you won.
I don't care if I go first.
I go through. This is the things I go through. She's so competitive. I love it though. I love it. It's great. This is the first one. That is my fox eye.
And what did you use? What medium was it?
I used oil pastels. To be honest,
get them strokes.
you know what? For a 15-year-old, 16-year-old,
No, I think
the proportions were okay. I think the tone was a bit crazy though, let's be real.
I know, I think the diversity of tone.
Oh.
The variety of tones work.
Yeah.
100%, and you got the directions right. But it needed a bit more depth. I do agree, just a little bit.
100%, like.
But oil pastels, I will say, suck, because once you get like a good layer of oil pastels on, you can't.
You can't blend it, it's hard, and you need good quality oil pastels. Like,
unless we're just shit.
That could also be it. But do you want to see my oil pastel upgrade?
Go on. Let's see the upgrade straight away.
Do.
Oh yeah.
So then later on, once I started getting used to using the oil pastels, I made this. This is a close-up of a decayed pepper.
What was that subject again? Where you did decaying?
Yeah, I did decay. This might be my A-level one though, to be fair.
Yeah, that's A-level.
That's not GCSE.
But we had to see the upgrade.
But we had to see the upgrade.
So.
The fox eye, but I feel like everyone did a fox eye.
Yeah, I think, because the way it works in the UK, I don't know how other countries do their art degrees and stuff. GCSEs. Anyway, equivalent of GCSE, which is like high school, we have to do like a main project where the exam board gives us like a sheet of themes, and you have to pick out of those themes what you want to do. But before that, you have to do a bunch of like art studies and picture studies. Yeah. So they don't necessarily have to be relevant to what you're doing. It's just that the whole class does them, and then once you pick your header, then you put them in. Yeah. So I think we all were forced to do a fox eye of some kind. They've
changed it now though. Now everyone like picks their own.
Really?
Yeah. Now then everyone gets their own sketchbooks. They pick their own themes. It's still within natural form.
Wish it was me.
But yeah, I know it's really nice.
Because I hated GCSE. Nearly made me quit art.
Yeah, GCSE making everyone do the same thing was not a good idea.
I get why they did it though.
It was easy to mark. It's much easier in terms of like getting work out of the kids.
Yeah, because you can just rehash stuff that you've done from the years before. I did hate GCSE art. Yeah. But I think if we weren't forced to do stuff like that. Yeah. We probably wouldn't have ended up doing what we did. Yeah. And we liked what we did. Yeah. To be honest.
Yeah, we did.
But let me see. I think I have a fox piece as well. So in our schools as well, they're very anal about like experimenting. They don't want you to stick to the stuff you're comfortable with.
Which is good though.
It is, but when you're that age, you hate them for doing that to you. And I remember I was a weeb, and I hated it a lot. But my fox that I did was wowza, look at how lopsided it looks from this angle. I was experimenting with pigment, so I was chucking pigment on paper, and so then I decided to do a fox on top with some Sakura jelly rolls, which, fun fact, I still have to this day because I've never used them.
Really?
Yeah, everyone was like obsessed with Sakura jelly rolls, and then it just wasn't a thing anymore. Yeah. They weren't that good, but that's my fox. And I think same thing goes with your one. There's no like depth.
No, but that's the thing though, we didn't really know what that was.
Yeah, we were still young.
We were still young, yeah.
We
didn't understand.
Agreed.
I think we just copied it and we were like, yeah, good enough.
That's why our teachers always came and drew all over our work.
No.
Wanted to kill myself. That actually horrendous. Next piece.
Next piece indeed.
Next piece.
Should
While
we
you're
stick on the
searching.
themes of foxes? This is an artist copy from, I believe, it's Friend's Mark.
Oh god, not you remembering.
So cubism, yeah, because I also
Is that the fox?
students. I quite liked it. I did it in colouring pencil. I really like. I have this hung up somewhere. Ooh.
Beautiful, beautiful. So that, yeah, we did it with colouring pencil.
I did it with colouring pencils. I liked it, and I never used colouring pencils again. I wasn't a colouring pencil kind of person. I feel like it's really hard to use.
You need good, like not good quality ones, but it's just they run out so quickly.
They run out so, and then they don't blend. Or I mean, maybe we just don't know how to use them. But
no, I see some insane. But they usually use the wax pencils rather than like the crap ones we used at school because they're like crayon-y, I think.
Yeah, literally.
But that's good. I like that one.
Thank you. I was very proud of it.
I think when we did like a good artist study, so an artist study, again, if you don't know, is we pick an artist or we get given an artist and you have to pick one of their pieces and copy it so that you can practice the aesthetic and the style that they are doing and then put it into our other work to try copy it and make it our own. But we had to learn how to do the way they did it first to try figure out their technique. Good thing you did the fox. Imagine if you brought back a couple pigs home.
My parents would uppercut me. They'd be like, what's this harami stuff that you're bringing home? All my days. They'd ask me if I'd converted. Imagine being a Muslim, going to a Catholic school and drawing pigs.
And saying the prayer every class.
I never actually said the prayer.
Yeah, you probably just stood there.
Yeah, I just stood there and I was like,
I will
still remember the prayer though.
That's giving like, I don't know if this is gonna like ruffle some feathers, but it's giving cold. Do you know what I mean?
Don't cancel us. Don't cancel us.
The thing is, I come from like a Christian family, but God, I don't want to be saying the prayer every lesson. I was going to two shoes. I was scared to get
I could do two shoes. This one, don't even get me started on the things that she's done.
Anyway, goody two shoes to haram. This is what was the artist?
Friend's Mark.
This is Friend's Mark copy as well.
We need to check that.
Asterisk because we don't know if that's correct or not. But I have some piggies. Try find the piggies. There's two in the picture. Yeah, it's watercolor.
Watercolor? You made it very saturated.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was surprised for what color how saturated it is. But I think I got lucky because I inherited. That made it sound like my sister died. I took my sister's watercolors because she did art as well, but she never continued, and she had a really nice like Dolly and roll and dog. You know what I'm about. You know what brand I'm talking about. And I had like the full set paint, so
you got lucky.
I got lucky.
But
I think this is giving Disney pig, and that's giving like IRL pig. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What was that like pig cartoon?
Dumbo.
That's an elephant. Never mind. Okay, let's just move away from this conversation.
What are you on about? What pig?
Oh no, flipping Winnie the Pooh. It looks like Piglet.
Oh, Piglet!
Yeah.
See, I was gonna say Piglet, but then
I said Disney. I up. It was me, guys.
Dumbo just felt right.
Dumbo, yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking Dumbo as well.
It gave that energy.
Yeah, it gave that energy.
It was blue.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's what it was. Okay, you'll go.
Alright, yeah, my time to shine. God, what am I looking for? This pepper.
Did I do a pepper?
Everyone did this pepper. This was our art mock for like year 10 or year 11. I don't know, one of those. But everyone sat down and copied this pepper.
Oh, I did a red pepper.
With oil pastels. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And every single person has this pepper with this background, except Anna did a red pepper and I did a green pepper. To be honest, I really like it though.
No, you did good. The depth from that one is really good.
Yeah, and I like the proportions and stuff. The background was giving pop art.
Yeah.
Pop art history, guys. Pop art. Also, I really liked it. I think oil pastels I really ended up liking towards the end.
No, you know what? They're a good one.
Yeah.
They are, because they're in between, like they're saturated like an acrylic, I guess, but they're kind of like pencily, but more
it's
easy
like a
to
bit
work with.
And I liked the blending of it, and I think when you have a good set of oil pastels, I think it can really, really work for you.
Yeah.
And I think people like really forget about oil pastels, like they don't use them.
I think I agree with that sentiment actually. I don't think the last time I picked up an oil pastel.
Yeah.
I think it was probably secondary school actually.
Yeah. And I used to love oil pastels.
Maybe like, bring it back. We should do it. We should do a day where we oil pastel it.
New video, guys. Drawing now. paint each other.
Yeah, I'm done.
Let's do that.
I don't remember how the GCSE like, final pieces went. I don't remember how the system worked because I have 2 ending projects. They were probably for each term.
That's how it should be. It
right?
was basically...
Here comes the teacher knowledge.
I know guys now because I'm a teacher, teaching art. But it's split into 60% and 40%. And the 60% is what we did like starting from year 10 into year 11. And then that's like your portfolio project basically.
Oh, and then it was the exam,
and
which
then
is
it was
what
the
we
exam,
did.
which is 40%. And you get like the exam board get like send you a theme. Like,
yeah, because
the whole project.
that's why we ordered nature for the first 6 years, and that's the coursework. So yeah, I have like all my projects, all my pieces for the nature theme, but I don't have my final. I don't know what my final piece is for my own 40% section.
Yeah, what was that one? You did dance though, didn't you?
Yeah, it was something to do. I think it was dance. But to follow along to the fox, I also did a snake with the same medium as well. I was actually really proud of these.
I really like them though.
I know, I'm low-key like...
Let me see. Bro, that's really good. We've got a bit of... Is that pointillism?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, I really like this.
Yeah, I like these ones, but I'm like... I just wouldn't draw like this again because the dots made me want to kill myself.
Yeah, I feel that.
Pointillism is one of those things where it's like...
I don't think I actually need to have patience.
Yeah.
And Anna has no patience. Neither do I.
Well, we say that.
But then she stitches for hours.
And you work with kids.
Oh, yeah. We do have patience.
So I think we lie.
Yeah, we lie.
We lie very
We just
heavily.
don't have patience for pointillism.
Yeah, but pointillism is probably less work than either of those two things. For my final project, the idea that I was going along with, I don't know how I came up with it, but I was kind of obsessed with eyes. Again, I feel like every artist goes through an eye obsession phase. So I did a couple, color renditions of what I wanted my final piece to look like. So there's option 1 in some colored pencils. Didn't like that option because clearly wasn't looking right. Did another set of color like studies. So I did more of a cool tone and a warm tone. I did the warm tone with, I think, paint, and I did this one with color pencils again. This is giving too much of like Eye of Sauron, Lord of the Rings, Doom and Eternity, and that's just giving like The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, Ice Queen.
It's giving cold.
Yeah. So I was like...
And she didn't want that.
No, none of those were working for me. So I ended up going with a final piece.
I love it, guys. Wait,
you see it?
Let me help you.
You see it?
Wait, yeah, there we go.
This is what I went for.
This is fucking amazing.
I'm dead. I don't know if it's like really a cohesive piece rather than me just like separating the page into 4 things, but like...
Yeah, but for a like 16-year-old, that's really good.
I mean, technique-wise, I think it came out really good. So then you can see the snake eye coming again, the fox eye, a wolf eye, and a human eye. I'm proud of this still. I think this is still really good.
I really like it. The human eye is really... I like them all.
I think that was actually the weakest one out of all of them.
I think so as well, but I think it looks more satisfying. I think my favourite, like your strongest one, would be between these 2.
Really? Because I think the snake eye is one of the strongest ones.
Really?
Because I think the texture works really well.
Maybe, yeah.
The dimension of it around the eye, like the black, really makes the eye pop out of the scales.
Yeah.
The scales could have been probably a little bit darker, but I think the fur was really good on the other ones.
I guess it's down to preference as well.
No, definitely like colours and stuff.
Yeah.
I just think that one's, I can 100% say it was the weakest.
Yeah, no, it was, like, even here.
Yeah.
But I really like it still, regardless.
No, 100%.
I think it looks very satisfying.
100. I'm super proud.
But either 15 or 16.
So 8 years ago, basically.
Yeah.
No. Wait, is that 8? No,
It's
9
8 years ago.
And that was done with Copic markers. I know that was not a popular thing for teachers to allow kids to use, but I was a weeb. I was using Copics for everything. I was doing manga and crap. Like, they can leave me the hell alone.
This is one of the colour studies that I had. As you can tell, from a young age, I loved purple and pink.
To be fair,
they are still my favourite colours, and I really liked it.
Sorry.
I really liked it. What did I do this in? I think I did this in acrylic paint, but I didn't go
It's giving
for it.
poster paint.
It is giving poster paint, but I think I did it in really watered down acrylic.
Yeah, to be fair, we did used to do that a lot at school.
And then I didn't like it. I wanted to like incorporate some black and white into it, so I did this, which was like ink and fine liner, which I liked a lot more. I think this is actually the one I went And then I did this one as well.
A more green tone.
A more green toned one. This one I did in colouring pencil, which I really did not like.
That's giving shrimp.
It's giving flipping.
It's giving shrimp with like lettuce.
That's what you're saying.
That could be like a gourmet plate at a Michelin star.
You're so right.
Yeah, you can send that over.
Just a black and white version in just fine liner pen. I was such a fine liner pen bitch.
I agree though.
I loved it. I still do.
Because you like make all your messy lines not messy.
But it's like if you mess up, it's so small that you can't even tell.
Agreed.
And it was so slick. This was my final piece. So I think I went with inside. I did the inks and the fine liner pen, and then on the outside it was an artist. I think it was Georgia O'Keeffe. Because then I copied like her design from one of her paintings, and I used it as like the rim around the outside of whatever's going on there. But yeah, I really liked it. I was really proud of it. I mean, I don't think like standard wise it was that good, but I think like it looks satisfying to look at. No,
but the thing is, the vibe is there.
Yeah.
The colours and everything, especially the earlier ones where you did more of the colours. I think it looks really nice. It's almost giving like hypnotic.
Yeah, like illusion.
Giving like that sort of mesmerising, hypnosis, colourful. You're not quite sure what it is until you look at it really deeply, and those are almost more fun to look at. Because then every time you look at it, you see something new.
The butterfly was my favourite part. I loved the butterfly.
The butterfly's cute.
Guys, the pointillism is there and the butterfly look is back.
See why?
Come back.
To be fair, it's like one of the first things you learned at school.
Yeah, literally. Mark making. In fact, I think I have a picture of that. The first ever thing I did in my sketchbook.
While she's looking, of a piece that my mum was obsessed with. It was this one, which was the inspiration for one of the eyes in the big piece. But my mum, I think to this day, has this as a profile picture somewhere.
Let me see.
On her social. She was obsessed. But I do think that this looks better on like a picture.
Yeah.
Than it does IRL. I definitely was watching Black Butler during this era.
I don't know what to do.
It's an anime, but everyone was. It was so like emo and gothic. And sassy long anime hands.
I found it. Yeah, look how proud. I got an A star.
What girl is that?
I don't know. It was just a picture online. This I did in like mark making. This is the first ever thing I did in my art GCSE.
She said I'm an icon. She's giving like this.
Maybe it might have been Angelina Jolie. And look what I got as a comment. A star, amazing, really strong study drawing, excellent understanding of applying mark making technique. Well done. I'm so proud of myself. I was really proud of myself. That's Angelina Jolie. That's Angelina Jolie.
I don't think that's Angelina Jolie.
Guys, she had big lips, I don't know.
If you said Megan Fox, I would have believed it more than Angelina Jolie.
Listen.
Dua Lipa?
Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa. And if for you guys who call her Dua Lips, yeah, that's rude. Her name is Dua Lipa, okay? It's a beautiful Albanian name.
Next project. Next project. Okay, so this was part of my 40% project where I was looking into, I can't remember, it's either dance or movement, because I remember starting off with body forms. I started looking into like matches and water and how it moves. So I don't know if I started to like try play with it to try say that elements can dance and then to merge them together. I don't remember.
That is a really smart concept.
Thank you.
That is very smart.
So to start with dancing, I was like, what are some forms of dancing? So I looked at some ballet legs, I looked at some tutting, and then I just looked at arms. So the first one on the top is just ink with Copic markers. That would do really good on OnlyFans. That was my friend's arms. I just got her to tut, and then I did it in like a frame with watercolor. I think that was probably. No, that was also Copic markers and watercolor. And then this top one is just some biro, color biro, doing some fan arms.
I really like the
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's giving a bit like holographic, isn't it, with the background?
Yeah, but I really like how you've done it as well.
Yeah, but then toes, brother, gnarly.
Never again.
Everything's gnarly. No. I'm sorry.
I really like Cat's Eye, like I think they're icons, but that song is not a vibe.
Speaking of dancing, clearly the proportions here were not right. They're doing things.
They're doing things?
Look.
Oh Lord.
Do you know what this is giving? This is giving that Polish surrealist artist that drew those like really scary post-war pictures. And then I drew like a man you know, being his best ballerina self, but without a leg, apparently. Inclusivity.
What do you mean without a leg? Oh, right.
Another piece with it. And I was really obsessed with those scratch boards that we used to do as a kid.
We made them ourselves though.
Exactly.
With washing up liquid and black pastel and the oil pastels.
And the oil pastels.
They make it come back again.
Exactly. So what we did was got paper, did all the pastels on the back, and then you make a ratio of.
It was like.
It was poster paint.
It was half. It was poster paint
and half washing up liquid.
Yeah, and half washing up liquid.
Yeah, and
you
then
mix it.
And you paint it across all of the oil pastel, and then you get something sharp and scratch it off. So I ended up doing that piece and actually like finishing it, and I think it looked way better on this scratch board than it did just in pencil. And then I did another girly pop doing her ballerina self, and that was watercolor and Copics again. Yes. Low-key, I can't even shade like this now. Can I go back to this, Anna?
I know.
Because
that was really smooth.
I know. Bring me back to that bitch, because this bitch can't do that now.
The knees.
Yeah, the knees.
The knees fucking bang.
The knees like that. That's a back of the knee,
mate.
That's a knee ditch.
Oh damn.
I know.
Damn. She done well.
I know.
She done well. I'm so proud.
I need to start doing artist studies again.
Fine. That one's actually quite good.
That was fine. But this was a close up of that fucking gnarly looking piece. But again, it's giving like human centipede situations that I can't really.
You did a lot of like overlapping and stuff like that though.
I think I just wanted to add more work, and this was just an excuse to do that. So I looked like I had more going on.
But also you have to remember, like Anna, she had 3 different teachers during her whole GCSE course.
I was a victim.
She was a victim, and she was given conflicting like
advice
and advice, because every art teacher, like, and I'm saying it with myself, like I might like one thing, or I might know my kids working in a certain way, but then another teacher might come in and have a different like point of view, and for her to have 3 different teachers, God, it's okay.
It was hard.
Cue the violins. I've got my next piece.
Go on.
It is an artist study by Escher, where he drew 3 spheres, and it was like in the middle sphere was himself.
I do remember having to do something similar to that.
Because we did the fish. Guys,
Escher fish!
Escher fish! I found it! I loved it. I really liked the Escher fish.
And that was done in pencil.
Yeah, done in pencil. It's got a little bit of pointillism, mark making.
I mean, it's got a lot going on.
It's got a lot going on, but you know what? Like, the lines are not as defined. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I disagree with you.
Look, like, they're a bit messy.
No,
like,
but
the shading wasn't done properly.
No, but the depth of like the tone.
Yeah,
very good.
It's very good.
You did good on tonality.
I got an A- for that.
Yeah, I can see where the minus came in.
Yeah. How rude. And then while we're on the Escher, because then he was like the mark making
king
guy, and like black and white kind of thing. So then this is kitchen utensils from my mum's kitchen. And
so what utensils are they?
I don't know, some IKEA pot, an oil bottle, and a salt bottle.
What's that?
That you put like, my mum puts pasta.
But did you put it upright?
Yeah. That's the lid, and then inside it's like clear.
Oh, because I'm like looking at it, I'm like, why is there a dishwasher? It looks like a minion.
What? Oh yeah, it kind of does look like a minion. I think because I know what it looks like without drawing it. I got a solid A for this.
To be fair, I rate that.
Yeah.
I can agree.
I was really good. I kind of lost my like drawing stuff after. Uni fucked me.
I also lost the love for like sketching. Because even I was talking to the other day, and he's recently picked up drawing, and he draws like every single day.
That's really good.
And he sketches every day.
Wow, that's
really
good.
And I'm looking at him and I'm like, I remember when that used to be me. Like I remember I used to sit every single day and I couldn't wait to sit at my desk and draw.
Yeah.
And now, catch me dead. I will not sketch to have fun ever.
No.
Something burnt out.
I know it killed something inside of us.
No, genuinely.
I even put it on my bucket list. My bucket list is my bucket list for this
year. Not.
And I was like, I'm gonna put like draw every day. Have I done it? No. It's what, me? And even like just 10 minutes, but it's just the fact that you have to
sit and do it,
and you have to find something to draw as well.
Yeah.
Because if it's something that's boring, like,
and then you've got to warm yourself up. Like I can't like. How many times I've sat down to draw and then I can't draw because my hand isn't warmed, and then I end up being like, well, I can't draw anymore.
Literally, but it is exercise.
No,
you need to exercise it before you get good again. Because like I don't think I could even draw like that right now because I haven't drawn in so long.
No, but probably like give it an hour, you probably could. You need to loosen it up a bit.
Yeah.
I know, but there's nothing that like brings me joy to draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like would sit and be like, I wanted to do the landscape, I wanted to do the background of like the ocean.
Yeah.
So he did that.
Yeah, but
there's nothing like that I want to sit and like draw.
There's nothing that pulls me to it. I don't like drawing people. I don't know. I feel like though because we were
projects.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think because we were used to like in A-level and GCSE, we were given a theme and we had to like research that theme, and then there was something like some kind of structure behind it. Whereas without structure, we don't do well.
No, at all. Everyone's like, oh, I wish I had the freedom. I wish I had the freedom, and I'm like, no,
I like the structure a little bit. We need a little bit of the foundation.
Yeah, like uni had me so gone. Because in secondary school, I was always like, oh my god, I need the freedom. And then I got to secondary school, had the freedom, and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. Moving on to a few other pieces.
I've got as many as I need.
Oh, okay. I went into lino cutting. Yeah, lino printing.
Yeah, lino print. I love lino.
I do love a bit of lino, I will say. I did a girl dancing with the water. This was one example that I did with mixing elements with dance.
I do like how you printed it on different coloured paper though. I love it.
I think it was black and I just did different colours.
Yeah. The lino itself was I see. I really like the white and black one though.
Yeah, the white and black one stands out more, I think, definitely. Also, it's nice because you can actually see the cut lines on it.
Yeah. And it looks like she's like bursting.
Yeah. I will say I am a sucker for lino. I think people don't do lino enough. Next one as well. I guess my teacher made me get, what are they called?
We still have them.
What are they called? Mannequins?
Mannequins?
I
don't know.
What's that Sean Kingston song? Anyway, that thing, I had to draw that. She made me, even though, again, a lot of my things for some reason I keep missing a leg. And then I went into matchsticks. I love this. I remember taking videos of this and like slow-moing it to get the perfect shot. And then I did some water droplets as well. And I was actually really proud of these two. Like when I did these, I was like, that actually came out really good.
It's hard. I love the water droplets.
Yeah, that's oil pastels. Pastels. And this was pencil. I had like wax pencils.
That doesn't even look like pencil though. It looks
because they're the good waxy ones that like they blend well.
You did monoprint.
Yeah, but this is a bit ugly. Like, girl, what is that face? No, I didn't like this one at all. But again, I had to bolster up my work to prove that I was doing stuff.
And like experimenting with different techniques and stuff.
I was trying to figure out what my composition was. So I started playing around with some ribbon and some dancing forms and then some Olympic style stuff with different elements as well. I was probably rewatching Avatar at this stage in my life again. But yeah, like that was cute.
Oh, I really like this. The rings.
But it is giving Olympics, do you know what I mean?
It is definitely giving Olympics. You know what? You should submit that to them.
Yeah, let me just.
They might, Olympics. What year is it going to be now? 2028?
Yeah, but it's going to be in America.
Oh yeah, no thanks.
I'm not giving them anything.
No, thanks, they don't.
And then for my final project, these were some other like bigger compositions that I went for. I had one girl that I was going for water, like I really thought she would give me water energy. This bitch was giving spider energy. And then this one was giving matchstick, like she was a flame. But then I decided to go for something like dancing curtains and two dancers with the elements. So the woman being the matchstick and the woman being water. Although I will say, looking at her, she's giving Aisha from Winx Club.
She really is giving Aisha from... Maybe that's where you were inspired from.
Maybe, but I don't remember watching Winx Club at that stage.
Yeah, but it might have been like a subconscious thing.
Possibly.
I feel like we're really into Winx Club.
And then again, I can't find the final piece for this. I don't know what has happened. But this was me testing out my colours as well. And this was not a colour that I went for. I think I ended up going for the colours that you saw just now on the little one. But... yeah, this is giving like Joker with the green and the purple.
Right. This is giving Stella.
Yeah, but I don't think she worked. No. She needed brown hair, I think. It was too much.
Too much warmth.
That was the end of that project.
My theme was superstition.
Ooh.
And I did like fortune telling and stuff like that. Now my mom dressed up as a fortune teller, which I do not have the pictures of.
I wish
and I would not show because she would actually disown me.
The things we used to make people do for our projects. I can't wait to do A-level where I can get the pictures that I took of you out.
Oh God. My nose as the O2 centaur. Guys, I have a proper ethnic Albanian nose. So imagine she used my side profile as the O2 centaur. I love that. I was such a pink purple pastel-y person, and I still am. But this is my final piece. It's basically like a tarot card with all the different like superstitions.
What did you use on it?
I think I used a lot of ink. I think I used fine liner. I used colouring pencils, and I think I used the marble effect for the background.
The pigments?
Yeah, the pigments.
Like the splatters?
Yeah. So I used that for like the background, and I like drew and painted them inside and then stuck it onto the board. But yeah, I did like doves, like hands fortune tellers, the evil eye, mirrors, broken mirrors.
God, you packed it a lot in there.
Yeah.
See, again, just looking at that, you wouldn't like clock it until you keep looking.
I'm such an optical illusion person.
I want to see this IRL. I still think it's cute. It's definitely a starter for what you did in A-level though. Like you can see, do you know what I mean? You don't notice it when you're doing it and when you're doing the next project, but then when you look back at your work, you can really see where the connections were.
Yeah, down.
Jabby, I know you want to be a part of the conversation, but you're not. Thanks.
I just love how he twerks while he eats.
I love the hand though. The hand came out really good.
That's my evil eye.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Very cute. You need to bring that back. I feel like that would be a fun project just to do for shits and giggles.
Yeah, maybe. Do you want to see a painting of my Matisse copy?
There it is.
There it is.
To be fair, looks literally identical.
Yeah, but the technique's not that good. It was very rushed.
Who needs to know?
It was done in acrylic. I used to love acrylic, and then I hated painting.
But it's because that was the only paint they would give us at school.
And then
like you weren't allowed to use anything else until you got into A-level, and then then she took out her Terps collection. To show you.
We were the first ones to ever use oil painting.
Well, because we were her first A-level group.
Yeah, and she was really like
she was iconic.
She's such an icon, but she's like an actual artist who teaches.
Yeah. Because usually the artists are lecturers at universities.
Usually
because they get the freedom to like use space and stuff. But she did work in a university, and I don't know how she ended up being a secondary school teacher for art. But because she was an artist and is an artist, she actually can teach. Properly rather than just a curriculum. Like she knows she's teaching you actual stuff. To take. I can say with full chest that she, even out of all my education and university combined, she's still the teacher that
molded you.
Yeah. That like did the most for me.
She knew what our strengths and our weaknesses were. It was brutal, but I think we needed that like brutality.
100%. I hated her guts for like so long until I realised that if it wasn't for her doing that, I wouldn't have ever done any of the art that I did.
No.
Talk about her so much. I feel like every video I mention her.
I know, but she's such an icon.
No, she is. She's still teaching the youth right now.
She still is teaching the youth right now.
And I'm so jealous. So true when they say that there's always that one teacher that changes your life.
If I was to ever make a rap song about my life, I would definitely shout her out.
If that was not the most fucking...
What?
London estate thing you've ever said. You know what? I have that one memory of her. When we were on like the high tables, I think, at the back.
Yeah.
And she came up and like was trying to show someone how to draw something, and she just is there like
she had bum.
I think I have a picture somewhere. and then our classmate was next to her going like
serious side eye.
Bombastic side eye.
Literally.
And, you know, the Cockney galleys know what's up. She's from the East End, bro.
She's from South.
Well, she's London through and through.
She's London through and through.
Yeah.
London through and through.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It has been
fun.
Is your name Fun?
Right, never mind.
It has been
Fatjona
and Nastya here today, also aka Anna
and Fats.
If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe, share it, click the notification bell so that you know when I upload next. If you didn't enjoy the video, jog on. We don't need you here anyway.
Yeah, fun you guys.
We're thinking of probably making an A-level version of this video as well, so if you're interested in that, drop a comment and let us know if you would like to see that. Yeah, you probably do. I don't care what you say, I'm gonna upload it anyway, eventually. Check me out on my socials as well, on TikTok, on Instagram, on both of them I'm probably Shutka Art or Nastya Shutka, but I will put that up on the screen for you guys to see. Do you want me to give you a call out?
No.
She's anonymous.
I'm anonymous.
But she's my bestie who came to do this video with me today, so thank you very much.
Yeah, cool. Well done, girl. Oh, sorry, I have separation anxiety. Oh.
Bye.
Bye.